Hey there, Cyber Sakhi here. If you're back for more cryptography, you're in the right place. In the last video, we talked about symmetric encryption and how it is awesome for speed, but not so great when it comes to large scale key management or keeping our secrets secure across the board. So today we are stepping up our game and talking about asymmetric encryption, what it is, how it works, and why it is like the superhero of confidentiality. Seriously, it's the next level stuff. Now, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let me tell you this. Asymmetric encryption is a huge topic. It is not just about confidentiality, it is also about integrity, authenticity, and a lot of other cool sounding terms. Don't worry if these words sound like tech jargon. We'll make sure you know exactly what they mean in today's video. That said, today we are just going to focus on the confidentiality aspect of asymmetric encryption. But don't worry, in the upcoming videos, we'll take a deeper dive into how asymmetric encryption helps with integrity, authenticity, and other security properties. So buckle up and let's get into it.
In cybersecurity, everything we do boils down to protecting information and systems. But what exactly are we protecting? And how do we measure success? To answer that, we start with the core security principles, a set of guidelines that help us design and evaluate secure systems. CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, availability, the holy trinity of cybersecurity. These three properties are the backbone of secure systems. Confidentiality: imagine you share a secret with your friend. To maintain confidentiality, no one else should be able to listen in or eavesdrop on your conversation. The goal is to keep your information private between the intended parties. Integrity: picture this: you're transferring $500 to a friend. A hacker intercepts the transfer and changes the amount to $50. That's a breach of integrity. Your message was altered. Availability: you're craving food and try to order online, but the app is down because of too much traffic. That's a failure of availability. It wasn't accessible when you needed it. Denial of service attack is another classic example of killing availability. When too many bots make requests to a website and the website is not able to handle that much of load, it goes down. The CIA triad is great, but modern security challenges need more than just those three principles. Let's look at some additional properties that make systems even stronger. Authenticity: you get a message claiming to be from your bank. How do you know it is genuine and not a phishing scam? Authenticity ensures you are who you say you are. Non repudiation: you order a pizza online and pay digitally. Later, the pizza place claims you never paid. Non repudiation ensures there's a proof of that transaction. No party can back out from the transaction. Authorization: imagine your roommate tries to access your locked room and rearrange your stuff. Your roommate should not be able to do so. Authorization ensures only you, the room's owner, can make changes to your space. It is giving access to the resources to only the authorized users. Least privilege access: if you let your roommate borrow your keys to your room, you wouldn't give them the key to your mailbox too, right? LPA ensures users only get access to what they need, like the front door key, but nothing more. Defense in depth: think of locking your house. You have a main door lock, a camera, and an alarm system. Even if someone picks the lock, the alarm and camera act as additional defenses. That's defense in depth, multiple layers to keep you safe.
We just use real world examples to explain security properties. And guess what? The same security principles apply in the digital world too. Now, as we mentioned at the start of this video, today we are sticking to just one property of asymmetric encryption: confidentiality. And we'll dive into other properties like integrity, authenticity, and more in the upcoming videos. Let's keep rolling.
Let us do a quick recap of symmetric encryption. Here's how it works. Step 1: I hand over one of the keys, key B, to Sam. Step 2: I lock the box with my key, key A, and inside the box I put a super secret message: Hey Sam, the pizza's on you tonight. Step 3: I send the locked box to Sam. Anyone who tries to read the message along the way will only see the locked box. Similarly, in the digital world, when a message is encrypted, Any intermediate server or system forwarding the message can only see garbled bytes. Step 4. Sam uses his key B, to unlock the box and read my message. Now, taking it a step further. Step 5. Sam uses the same key B, to lock the box with his message inside. Step 6. He sends the locked box back to me. Step 7. I unlock it with my key A and read his message. Simple, right? We are using the same key to lock and unlock the box. That is symmetric encryption in a nutshell. Now let us welcome Joker to this story with a man in the middle attack. Step 1. I try to give Sam his key, black key B. Step 2. Joker intercepts the key, keeps it, and instead gives Sam a red key, which Joker has a duplicate of. Step 3. I encrypt my message using black key A, thinking Sam has black key B. Step 4. Joker unlocks the box with his black key B, reads my message, then relocks it with a red key and sends it to Sam. Now, Sam and I think we are securely exchanging messages, but Joker is in the middle, reading and tampering with everything. This is the classic man in the middle attack. And symmetric encryption alone doesn't have any built in way to confirm if the key Sam has is truly from me. This key sharing problem is one of the biggest limitations of symmetric encryption. I and Sam agree to invest in the fancier lockbox, asymmetric encryption. Asymmetric encryption employs two keys instead of one. Public key, made freely available; private key, kept secret and never shared. Because these keys work as a pair, encrypting with the public key requires a private key to decrypt, and vice versa. This solves the key distribution problem. No need to secretly hand over a single shared key. Let us take a peek at how RSA encryption, a powerhouse in the world of digital security, works at a high level. We are just scratching the surface of RSA encryption here. I've laid out these steps more detailed on the slides. If you're curious to dive deeper into the nitty gritty of RSA or want a whole series on this, drop a comment below. On a high level, here's how RSA gets set up. Choose two large prime numbers, let's call them P and Q. Compute n as n equals to P multiplied by Q. This n is a part of what you share with the world. It is your public key. The real magic of RSA lies in the relationship between these numbers. Here's the kicker. Even though n is out there for everyone to see, figuring out which two prime numbers were multiplied to get n is an incredibly hard problem, even for the fastest computers we have today. For computers, multiplying two numbers is easy peasy, like snapping your fingers. But factoring n back into its original primes, that's like asking a snail to climb Mount Everest. Alas, quantum computers could change the game. Quantum computers could potentially factor large numbers in polynomial time, drastically reducing this effort. This is why post quantum cryptography is a hot topic. Our current systems won't be secure forever. It is this massive gap in difficulty between multiplying and factoring that forms the backbone of RSA encryption. As long as quantum computers remain limited and classical computers rule the world, your RSA encrypted data is safe. So while the math is elegant, it is this computational asymmetry that is the real magic of RSA. But keep an eye on those quantum folks. They are the wild card in this story. Not digressing too much from the topic and keeping the story limited to current computers, you know what is amazing? I could carve my public key onto a park bench, post it on social media, or tattoo it on my arm. It doesn't matter. No one can unlock my messages without the private key. That's the beauty of RSA algorithm. Now let us see how Sam and I chat privately using asymmetric encryption. First up, we have our shiny golden public keys. Sam and I swap these keys, but here's a crucial part. We never share our mysterious black private keys. These stay hidden, ensuring our secrets remain safe. Now, coming back, here's what I do. I take the message and I lock it in the fancy asymmetric lockbox. But I don't use just any key. I use Sam's public key, his golden key, to lock this box. That's right, I use Sam's key. Why? Because this ensures that only Sam can open it with his private key. And only Sam has a matching private key to open it. Cut to Sam, who receives this logbox, he pulls out his own black private key, the only key that can unlock this box that I sent. Simple, right? But incredibly powerful. This is the essence of maintaining confidentiality in our digital universe. No one else, even if they grabbed that digital box mid journey, could unlock it. Only Sam. So, next time you are sending your digital messages, think of it like sending a secure box locked with a golden key, only to be opened by the one you trust with its matching black key. But here's the downside: RSA is slow. Even the basic operations of encrypting and decrypting messages are more demanding than with symmetric keys. Here's why: RSA operations involve modular exponentiation. This process, due to the large size of numbers involved, requires significant computational resources compared to simpler operations used in symmetric encryption. So while RSA is secure, its requirement for intense computations makes it less efficient for processing large volumes of data quickly. So what's the solution to our quest for secure communication? Will I ever get the pizza from Sam tonight? So what do? We get strategic by combining the strengths of both encryption methods. We use the robust security of asymmetric encryption to safely send a simpler, quicker symmetric key to Sam. This approach, known as hybrid encryption, leverages the best of both worlds: the security of asymmetric and the speed of symmetric. I and Sam each have our own pairs of public and private keys. These pairs are personal. My black private key is a secret that never leaves my side, and Sam guards his just as closely. Even though we are the best buddies, the RSA algorithm doesn't require us to share our private keys. In fact, we must never share these. Observe the initial message I send to Sam. It's not just a small talk, it's the symmetric key itself, secured within our robust asymmetric encryption. All subsequent messages are encrypted and decrypted using this symmetric key.
As a quick recap, we just saw how I grabbed Sam's public key to lock the symmetric key and pass that symmetric key securely over to Sam. The major problem with symmetric encryption was the insecure exchange of keys, the man in the middle attack that we just saw. But by locking the key securely using Sam's public key, we ensure that only Sam can open that using his private key. So the rest of the communication can happen using our faster symmetric encryption itself.
So Joker can scheme all he wants, grabbing our public keys left and right. But that's all he gets, just the keys for the show. He can never lay his hands on the real deal, our private keys, which means his man in the middle attacks are doomed to fail. Let us celebrate another major win with asymmetric encryption. No more key pair explosion. Remember the chaos with 50 members using symmetric encryption? 1225 unique keys were required. Now switch to asymmetric simplicity. Just 50 key pairs needed, one per person, with public keys shared openly. No more juggling endless keys. But wait, you might wonder, if the final communication uses symmetric encryption, don't we still need to manage 1225 keys? Here is where the beauty of asymmetric encryption shines. We will use it to solve two problems. Remember the key reuse problem we discussed with symmetric encryption? What happens if we keep reusing the same key for too long? It opens up risks for security breaches. Well, here's where asymmetric encryption truly shines. By using it to exchange session keys, temporary, short usage symmetric keys unique to each communication session, we tackle multiple issues. No long term key storage, there is no need to store keys long term, so we eliminate the headache of managing those 1225 keys for 50 members. No key reuse. Each session uses a fresh key, preventing the risks associated with using a key for too long. This approach not only simplifies the key management but also enhances security through forward secrecy, ensuring that even if a key is compromised, only a single session is affected, not the past or future communications.
Thanks for tuning in. We have just scratched the surface. There is plenty more to learn in secure communications. So if you're ready to dive deeper, Make sure to subscribe. Drop a comment with your thoughts or questions. Stay safe, stay curious, and hey, keep your communication secure. See you all next time.